Hey, hey guys. Got my title wrong. Hey y'all. Happy Friday. I hope that everybody is really, really great. I'm just gonna go ahead and hop right into it because it's Friday and we have a lot going on today. But I'm going live right now also on various platforms. So if I am not looking directly at the camera, it is likely because I'm looking at another platform. I'm on Instagram right here. Hey, Instagram. And I am on Facebook and YouTube right here, straight ahead. So, hey, hey, I hope that everybody is well. I hope that your Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, was enjoyable and you were able to spend some much needed time with family, with friends, and just making memories. Because, listen, that's what it's about these days, just making sure that we take the time to stay grateful and make as many positive memories as possible. So, what's up to everybody in the comments? Saying hey and wishing me well. I don't take it for granted at all. So if you're on my email list, I sent out an email this morning and I said, you know what? I'm going to go live about it. And the email was all about how I don't why I don't do Black Friday sales. And even last year, when I launched something new on Black Friday, it wasn't really a sale. I used the same strategies. So I'm not sure if you're on my email list or not, but if you're not, you definitely want to get on there because I'm making it my business to get really, really back active with my email list. And I give a lot of great, juicy information where if you implement it, it will make you some good money, right? And so I'm excited to share this because yeah, who doesn't like a good sale? You know, like when I end here, I'm gonna go buy some Thanksgiving items because I know that they're gonna be discounted. Like I have to host Thanksgiving now at my home. So I'm going to get all the discounted Thanksgiving items so that next year we're all good to go. I'm gonna go on some different makeup sites. Who doesn't like a good sale? I know that I like good sales. But even though I like a good sale, I do not discount my books. I do not discount my coaching services, my programs, or anything like that. And I talked about why in my email today that I sent this morning. And so I wanted to go live and have more of a discussion about it. And I feel like we need to have these type of discussions because I know that your inbox has probably been inundated today with Black Friday discounts and sales, hasn't it? Have you all bought anything today yet? Are you out and about or are you just kind of getting it in at home? Like me personally, I'm a Cyber Monday person. Oh, waiting for the Amazon Prime sales to come on. But you know, I'm looking in the comments. So I know that your inbox is probably inundated with sales information and emails about sales and all this and that. And I just know from years of working with authors, years from working with coaches, that a lot of people feel pressured to discount their books and all these different types of things. And what happens is that when your products are not already priced at a certain level and then you go discount it, you are losing money. So I don't recommend discounting your books or coaching services. The other reason why I want to come talk about this is because this particular Black Friday, I've seen some things that I haven't seen a lot, and it's been a lot of so-called high ticket coaches um, that are selling programs that they previously sold for ten and $20,000. I know because I bought them, and they're now selling them for 2,000, 3,000, $97 a month and stuff like that. And so I saw some other people talking about it too. And so I wanted to come and share why I particularly don't do Black Friday sales. And if you're going to discount your products and discount your services, the conditions under which you should. All right. So that's what we're talking about today. Like, one of the main reasons why I don't discount my books, why I don't discount my products or services is because the value that I'm giving isn't going to be discounted. I know that once you read my book published and paid, you'll be able to go from A to Z writing your book and publishing your book. I know that once you come into my published and paid success academy, once you come into my author made easy boot camp, my six figure storyteller accelerator or mastermind, once you come in there and learn the information, you have it for life. And so my thing is, if the information is not going to be diluted, if the information is not going to be discounted, what is the purpose of discounting the price? I personally feel like it's out of integrity to sell something for thousands of dollars and then slash it by half. Here's the thing, people typically don't purchase great set, like people are not going to purchase only on price. And if you are selling something for 10K one day and the next day you sell it for $97 a month, I'm looking at you sideways. Like, was it something that was overpriced? Were you really teaching what you said you were going to be teaching? Were you really helping people get the outcomes in the to begin with? Now, I will also say that if instead of offering a discounted Black Friday sale, here are a few things that you can do instead. And again, if you are on my email list and you got the email, you can actually bundle your book, program, or services with bundles. It is better to add value from a brand building perspective. Yeah, Aisha, yes, I paid $20,000 for a program that had access to it for 1 year. And I don't mean to interrupt, but now they're taking that same program and they're discounting it. It's a program that I saw in my inbox. This particular coach was selling for $3,500. Now it's a fraction of that and included in a bundle with about five other courses. It's a whole bunch of different. It's yeah. And so I was just like, I probably will never buy from this person again, because I'm like, if you're gonna discount your service, then if I want it, I would just wait until the point where you discount it. I like the next time they try to come out and say that they're gonna sell something for X amount of dollars, I wouldn't buy it at that point, at that price point, because I know that there's gonna come a point in time when they're gonna discount it by a fraction of the price or by half. Now, instead of offering a Black Friday discounted sale, here are a few things that you can do instead. And I learned this a long time ago, that it is much better, especially from a branding perspective, to add value than it is to decrease your prices. So, number one, you can bundle your book, you can bundle your program, or you can bundle your services with bonuses. I've said this for years. It's always better to add value than it is to decrease the cost. Now, so this means that instead of selling your book for 50% off, hoping that you're going to get increased, hoping that you're going to get more people to buy from you, but even if you got more people to buy from you at 50% off, you're still going to make the same amount of money, right? So if not less, because you've cut your profits, you've cut your potential profits. So I would say that instead of giving your book away for half, selling it for half off, or selling your programs or products for half off for Black Friday, then one of the things you can do is keep it the same price, but bundle it. You can add different bonuses onto it so that people who purchase your book, or so that people who purchase your course or other products or services that you offer, actually get additional value from purchasing and doing business with you at that time, if that makes sense. So this way your offer is still very attractive. The people who purchase from you at the normal rate don't feel gypped, and you didn't lose money on the front end to sell it. You're not losing anything at all. So this could be For some of you all who do live streams like I do, bundling up some of your live streams that are thematically related and adding that as a Black Friday bonus to people who purchase your book. You see how easy it is? Like, you can take content that you already have, you can take content that you already have access to, content that you've already created. And this is actually going to lead me into number two, and just add or take some of that and add it into whatever it is you're selling to increase the value of what it is you're selling. So this way, the offer is still attractive, but you didn't lose any money to sell it. When you discount your products and your services on the front end, you are essentially losing money to sell it. So from an integrity perspective, in that the value of your books, the value of your program still remain the same. And from a financial perspective, it's just not a great idea to discount your products or your services. Which leads me to number two. If you just want to have something to sell, if you want to leverage the holidays to make more money, then sell things that you've already created that are literally just sitting in your archives collecting dust. So this means that you can go into your archives, like go into your Canva accounts, go into your Google Drives, right? Go into your Zoom recordings. Those of you all with a paid Zoom account, and you have all these recordings in there. Go pull webinars or trainings that you've done. Go pull resources that you've created. If you just want something to sell, go and pull products that you've created over time, but that are literally sitting in your archives and collecting dust. And now you weren't doing anything with them to begin with, but now you can take those items, you can bundle them together, or you can sell them individually for a holiday special. And you're not losing money to sell it. You weren't making any money with it anyway, with it sitting in your files collecting dust. Does this make sense? So this is actually going to allow you to make money off of content that you've already created, but that you've done nothing with. And you don't have to do any additional work to actually create the product. Of course, you still have to create your checkout page, you still have to create your sales page, you have to, spell out all the descriptions and get your graphics together, but you don't have to actually go create the product to sell, if that makes sense. All right. And instead of doing, so let me just recap for those of you out that are coming on. Number one, instead of doing Black Friday discounted sales, you can bundle your book program or product or service with bonuses. It's always better to add value than it is to discount your price. The second thing to do is to actually go into your archives and pull things that you've already created and sell those. You're not having to put forth a lot of energy to actually create the product. And you weren't making money with it anyway. So now this is an opportunity for you to go make money with something that you've already created. Happy Black Friday, Tamasha on Instagram. Now, number three is something that I do often, and this is called graduated pricing. Instead of doing a Black Friday discounted sale, one of the things that you can do leverage is a strategy called graduated pricing. And if you paid attention to me, if you've been following me, then you've seen me in real time implement this strategy specifically as it pertains to the sales of Six Figure Storyteller Live experience tickets for next year. Now, graduated pricing is a strategy that I use often. I use it when I'm launching my programs. I use it when I'm launching different events. But with graduated pricing, what it is that you start selling something at a lower rate and then you gradually increase the price. So you're not discounting anything. You start with the lower rate, and then at certain milestones or at certain time deadlines, you increase the price. So last year, I actually launched an ebook for Black Friday, and I leveraged this same strategy. It was graduated pricing. It was $19 for the first 24 hours, and then it went up to 25, right? If you paid attention to me, if you have joined my wait list for Six Figure Storyteller Live 2023, then you've seen this in action. It's one price for super early bird tickets. It was. Then once we got to a certain date or to a certain number sold, the price doubled. And since we're still 11 months out from the event, but over 50% sold out with tickets for next year, we're graduating. Well, it was still part of the plan anyway, but we're graduating the price. So if you've been on the fence about joining us for Six Figure Storyteller Live, you definitely want to go ahead and get your seats because the price is going to be increasing again on December 1st. This is called graduated pricing. Now, when you choose to implement a strategy like graduated pricing, you will either need certain tech tools like Deadline Funnel to be able to um, automatically switch pages for you and make the previous pricing inaccessible, or you will have to manually change the prices or turn off the lower page prices and switch things out. We use tech for all of that. Now, you can tie graduated pricing into a launch. You can tie graduated pricing into special dates like Thanksgiving, Christmas is around the corner, New Year's, your birthdays, your anniversaries, Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July, Juneteenth, like what if you even want to tie it into some of those, National Siblings Day and stuff like that, you can. But I find that it works best around nationally recognized holidays, according to the holiday of the land in which you live. And it also works well with birthdays and anniversaries and so on and so forth. Right? So you just have to look at the dates that you recognize. But so, for example, I used this strategy immediately after Six Figure Storyteller Live, and we released super early bird tickets to the wait list. Super early bird tickets were the lowest that you could buy the ticket. It'll never happen again, right? But we released the super early bird tickets. I think it might have been for about 48 hours. We released it at a lower rate for people who came to this year's event in case they want to come to next year's. And then for 48 hours, we released super early bird tickets to the wait list only. It was very limited. It was very exclusive. And after those 48 hours, then invitations went out to everyone to join. And the price also increased. Now, when you do graduated pricing, there you need to have a deadline. The deadline either needs to be a deadline by date and time or a deadline by number of purchases. Because you're offering it at a lower rate. It's not discounted. You're just starting it at a lower rate. And so you have to make sure that whatever you're selling your product or your service at, like whatever that amount is going to cover or pay for whatever it is you're selling and still allow you to generate a profit on the back end. So like even right now, we have Six Figure Storyteller Live tickets. We just ran them or selling them during the holiday season, but they're currently $9.97 or 6 payments of $197, but it's only for a short period of time and we have a limited amount. So I think we have like 12 VIP seats left. So whether it's the deadline come first or whether the tickets get sold out, whichever comes first. But then on December 1st, the price will go up again. What graduated pricing does, it does a couple of things. It creates a sense of urgency because people know that you're going to increase the price. And it trains your audience on how to buy from you. Because what happens is that sometimes people say certain things, but they really don't mean it. And so people drag their feet. But when people realize that they can't play around with you, that they can't drag their feet, they can't say, oh, I'm going to do this later because that price is going to go up, they're going to start taking you seriously. This is one of the reasons why I love graduated pricing. Or two of the reasons why I love graduated pricing. Because you train your audience to take you seriously. You train your audience on how to buy from you. It does all of that. Does this make sense? So this way, people know not to play with you. And yes, the first time we raised the price, I had people in my DMs, oh, I meant to do this, or I had it. I'm like, and they were like, can you go back and is there any way I could buy it at the former price? No, because I sent out emails, we sent out texts, we put in the stories. No. Somebody sent in an email, oh, well, maybe next time I miss the price. I said, if you're really going to wait 2 years because you missed the sales price, it might not be for you. Again, it weeds people out. It trains people how to buy from you. And so, personally, the only time that a Black Friday discounted sale makes financial sense, in my opinion, is if you are discontinuing certain programs, is when you are discontinuing certain products and services. Like it really is the only time, in my opinion, that you should offer anything for a discounted rate, like meaning that you're reducing the prices because you need to clear out inventory because you're not selling it anymore, you're not offering it anymore. And so for you at that point, it's a value add to your audience and you can make a quick cash injection. That's the only time I feel like any business owner should discount their products, programs, or services. Now, for you guys, we deep dive into pricing on day 3 during Six Figure Storyteller Live experience. And we we're making some change. It's been an amazing event. This year's event was absolutely amazing. We're already making adjustments for next year's event so that we can dive deeper into certain concepts like this. But on day 3, we talk about pricing your programs, pricing your products, pricing your services, and transforming your book into a multiple six-figure course. But you won't get to the 6 figures if you don't understand sales and sales psychology. And that's what we teach on day 3 of Six Figure Storyteller Live experience. So listen, if you have been on the fence about joining or registering, Six Figure Storyteller Live will be October 27th through 29th. 2023 in Atlanta. Yes, we are 11 months in advance, but baby, we are already over 55% sold out for next year's event. So I don't know about you, but I plan my year in advance. So I already know what events I'm going to. I already know who I'm hiring for coaching. I already know a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be investing my time. And so if you know that writing a book is on your to-do list, is on your goals list for 2023, if you know that selling your book or transforming your book into a course is on your goals list for 2023, there's no better place for you to do that than Six Figure Storyteller Live. I tell you, there is no other community, there's no other event that exists like it for authors, especially authors of color. Nothing else that exists like it. You're going to get your book, you're going to get your personal branding, you're going to get your sales, your course creation all together within 3 days. So if you have been on the fence about joining, definitely go ahead and make sure that you secure your ticket. We have only 23 early bird tickets that are currently 33% off. And we have 12 VIP tickets remaining for next year's event. You can go to www.sixfigurestorytellerlive.com to secure your seat. And I'm the same thing I teach is the same thing that I do. So listen, tickets are going to increase by $4.97 on December 1st. They've already increased once, they're going to increase again. We don't discount the tickets, but we do graduated pricing. So if you want to be there, if you know you need to be there, you need to go ahead and reserve your spot. We have 3 different payment options available. We have pay in full, we have a monthly payment plan, and we have a bi-weekly, every 2 weeks option. We have both VIP seats available for a limited time, only 12 remaining. We had a total of 30. We've got 12 left at this particular rate. Right now, VIP is $14.97. It will be going to $19.97 on December 1st. Go ahead and get your ticket. I'm not decreasing them. If anything, they're going to increase because of the value that we give. Six Figure Storyteller Live is not a conference. It is a training event. Yes, we have a good time. Yes, you're going to leave motivated. Yes, you're going to leave inspired. Yes, you're going to dance. Yes, you're going to cry. Yes, you're going to network and meet some amazing people, but you're going to learn step-by-step strategy. And not only will you learn, you also have the time there at the event to implement while you learn. So for people who are extremely busy, this is not something where you come and learn everything and then you're left to implement it on your own at home. No, you have the opportunity to implement it there in the room, to get coaching from me and the coaching team while you are there in the room. So if you want to know why it's a 4-figure investment, literally, I could take everything that we teach at Six Figure Storyteller Live and turn it into a course. But this is an opportunity, instead of you going through 12 weeks or 6 weeks or 6 months, for you to accelerate your learning, fast track your progress over the course of 3 days, and get on the spot coaching and implementation time. It is a 3-day training event. Again, you're gonna dance, you're gonna cry, you're gonna meet amazing people, you're going to have an amazing time, but you are going to learn surefire strategies, and you have an opportunity while they're in the room to implement and execute. Everybody left on day 3. Everybody left on day 1 with the title of their next book. Everybody left on day 1 with the title of their next book, with the concept around it. They understood how they could monetize it. Everybody, they had not just the title, they had their chapters laid out and a plan to get it done. Everybody left on day 2 with a content plan done and understanding how to turn their content into a launch strategy. On day 3, everybody left with their coaching program and their courses mapped out. Like, this is what people left with. And that's not even including the information that they got access to way before the event, with the pre-event trainings. So if you have been on the fence about registering or coming to Six Figure Storyteller, it's more than enough time for you to plan everything, because it's not until October 27th through 29th of 2023. So that way you can go ahead and say, listen, I'm there. And now you can plan everything else around that. And what we've heard so much people from people this year is like we had so many business owners there that didn't even have a book. And they were like, listen, I know that your event was about authors, was for authors, but I learned so much to take my business to the next level. So go to www.sixfigurestorytellerlive.com. Let me write this in. And thank you so much, Nancy, for your comments here in the chat. And thank you, Dr. Ramon, for sharing your experience as well. It's an amazing event. Does anybody have any questions though? I hope that you, and I can't even promise I'm going to keep this live up. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it up. It's not, it might sit for a couple of days, but it's not going to stay up. Nancy, we need to talk, ma'am. We need to talk because I would love to know how I can continue to support you. But yeah, I'm gonna open it up for some questions. If you're on Instagram and you have questions, you can put a question down in the chat. And if you're on Facebook, YouTube, you can put a question down in the comments, and I'll answer it. It's 3:41. We'll do Q&A for about 10 minutes. But if nobody has any questions, though, we'll go ahead and hop off. But I hope that this live stream was valuable. So for those of you all who have products to sell, you have services to sell, you have a book to sell, you have a book that you're writing. I see so many authors make this mistake. They try to discount their books. They try to bundle them with mugs and t-shirts. You don't want to be in the race to the bottom with low prices and discounted services. All right. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop off. I don't see any questions coming through. So we're going to go ahead and roll. I hope to see y'all at Six Figure Storyteller Live. The same strategy that I taught is exactly what we do. Graduated pricing. Price increases December 1st. So if you've been on the fence, get off the fence. All right. I will see you guys later.